Hey guys, Michael here. I'm going to be trying to do an update video, and I might be a little awkward or bad at talking in this, and I'm going to try my best to stay on focus. I have a very hard time focusing when I speak about the certain things. I often don't do updates because of it. When I'm on Duckcast, it's a little bit easier. As you can see, Duckcast episodes right here. It's a little easier because I have Zach with me. Whenever it's like a conversation I have with someone, it's a lot easier. Whenever it's just me talking by myself, I easily get off focus, or I'll talk about something for too long or repeat myself. Really gonna try not to do that in this video, but I'm just bringing it up. Like, if I start doing it, I know I do it, and I'm sorry that I do it. I guess the reason I do it is I have ADHD, which is something I normally don't talk about, but, you know, whatever, I guess I'll do it now, because I actually have a reason to say it. And all it really does to me is I have a hard time focusing because of it. I have a hard time staying on topic or paying attention to something. So yeah, I don't have it like nearly as bad as certain people I know have it, but I have it, and that's why. So just bringing that up, I might have already gone way off topic of what I want this video to be about, or lost people's interest. But let me talk about this stuff anyway. I want to talk about Cameraman, Across the Fourth Wall, Bemis and Company, just my projects in general, criticism of myself, and what I want to do for the future. And yeah, so the projects that I enjoy the most as of now, the ones that I really enjoy doing, and I don't just do them because I feel like I need to, is Duckcast and Cameraman. And Cameraman's a brand new project, so you know that very well could change. I hope it doesn't, because I really like it so far. I'm working on the 4th episode and still really enjoying the hell out of it. But, you know, that could change, because it certainly changed if Across the Fourth Wall. Across the Fourth Wall was actually a fresh project for like a whole year before I finally got sick of it. And I am going to finish it. I promise. I'm going to finish it. It's been taking a long time, I know. I still care about the project. I just consider it more of a hassle to finish now than like a project I'm just extremely passionate about, and like every second of working on it, I'm loving it. There's a lot more stress that goes into the show now, and things that I thought were going to go a lot more smoothly. I think Across the Fourth Wall has been the ultimate example of what you should do and you shouldn't do for me. To that degree, it's been great because it's a big learning experience. But to other degrees, it's taught me a lot about writing and working with other people and editing. And then the negative way to look at those, it stressed me out. It stressed a lot of people out, and I'm sure there's some people I've filmed with in the past who will never film with me again because of it. I didn't make any enemies while doing it. It's not like I made any enemies here. It's not like I think I really pissed anyone off. But I do think I've had people come to the set and film with me who were very unimpressed by what I was doing. Who saw this project and kind of just like, okay, Michael doesn't really know what he's doing. I don't really have an interest in doing this again. And I hope that, I could convince some people to come back over, because a lot of people who worked on, pretty much everyone who worked on with me with Across the Fourth Wall, I enjoyed being around and enjoyed working with. But I can just tell by talking to these people, like, after shooting, that they weren't very impressed with the project. And I think that's happened to a lot of people who've watched it too. And I know some people have gotten really into it. The good examples of that would go to people like Hail Hydra, who I guess wants me to call him Ty. Is it Ty? Am I saying that right? Or you just want me to say T? I doubt you want me to say TY, so I'm guessing you want me to call you Ty, and I can do that. Just tell me if I'm saying it right if you're watching this. And Cody, who was really into it. And Zachary's been supporting the show. He's done more criticizing of it. But I appreciate that, because again, it helps me grow. I don't want people to just like flat out say they like it even though they actually think it's horrible. But like those three have supported the show. Hail Hydra, and I guess I already made the mistake. Ty and Cody have been saying they really like it though, and they say that like Cody actually said, I think he told me he likes it more than Cameraman. We'll see if I can change his mind on that. I hope to. But yeah, like it's not that no one likes the show. It's not that I don't get enjoyment out of it. In fact, Nick, actually, the actor for Joel, says it's his favorite thing that he's ever done, acting wise. He says Joel's his favorite. But I definitely have had a lot of problems working on the show. There's definitely been a lot of times where I didn't know what I was doing. There was definitely a lot of times where I had like an idea that worked on paper, that sounded good on paper, but just didn't work when you actually tried to play it out. I've definitely spent a lot of time going on trying to explain my story to my cast and trying to explain to them how it makes sense, but I would over-explain it and just repeat myself so often and change my mind about certain things. It's been a mess. It's a mess that I'm finishing, but it's been a mess. It's been an absolute mess. If I could delete the third episode, which I won't, I would honestly delete the third episode and just completely cut the first, second, and third wall story out of it, and just make it once he crosses the wall, he immediately goes to reality. And then I could do the third episode, and that's it, and I could focus on Ardok and Joel, which really the series should be about. If I could take away that third episode, I would do that. But no, I'm sticking to the first, second, and third wall story, and hopefully people can still get into the idea. I still think the first, second, and third wall idea is cool. I just don't think it's working the way I thought it would work. Again, worked on paper, didn't work out. Didn't work out when I actually tried to do it. Sorry for freezing and stuttering. So that's across the fourth wall. Cameraman, I really enjoy doing, and I would love to keep doing it. Again, I think that could change. Duckcast, I don't think it ever will change, just because it's me and Zach, two good friends, going on Skype and goofing off, talking about stuff we like, talking with old friends. Having Mitzi on the show is great, because I really don't have good communication with her and Austin anymore, and I really want to. Same with Stuart. I don't have good communication with Stuart. I've lost all communication with Mini Boy. Marcus, if I would message him, he'd probably start talking again. I just don't, because I'm bad at communicating again. There's some good friends I've lost over the years, not because we got into an argument, because I just stopped talking to them, and I feel bad about that. And I continue to let it happen with newer friends I've made, and I guess it's another critique I could give to myself and try to learn from. Just do your best to keep in contact with people. It's actually not that difficult. It's just send them a message a day, saying, if you haven't talked to them for a week or two, just send them a message saying, hey, how you doing, man, and let it go on from there. Bemis and Company has been the most interesting series, just because it's been running for 6.5 years and it's had the most changes. And as I said in the season 6 finale, I want the show to live on for a long time, and there's a lot I think we can do with it. But I will admit, I probably should have watched how I stated that in the last episode, because I'm making it sound like this is going to become a huge focus of the channel now. I'm going to go back to producing a shitload of Bemis and Company episodes. That is not the case. I plan on doing a lot of big stuff with it still, and I plan on making nice long episodes with that one again. With our final episode, question mark, was the title of the episode. I might change that name. It's not a very good title for an episode. But when I do that, when I do bring Bemis and Company, when I make more Bemis and Company episodes, it is really only going to be every once in a while. The only difference with that, though, is I plan on letting it live on as long as I want to do YouTube. It's going to be a show that doesn't end until I'm just done with YouTube. The final video I ever do for YouTube, unless if I unfortunately pass on before I finish doing YouTube, because I don't know how long I want to do this. I don't want to stop yet, I know that much. But my final video on YouTube would likely be a Bemis and Company episode. Even if, I do something big that, blows up online, and I actually become known for something else, and something basically I just become YouTube famous for something, I would probably still make my final video a Bemis and Company finale, because I feel like that's just the one show that carries on with me from the start to end. The Evil Child was my first video, and it was the first episode of Bemis and Company. The final episode will also be Bemis and Company. But it's not going to become my main focus ever again. I stopped making skits my main focus, probably when we started doing Michael Help Wanted back in 2011, and it's going to be like that forever now. I'd say right now the main focus is going to go to Cameraman, because that's the one I like doing the most. Most of my energy ought to go to that one, because I think it's well written. I think it also has potential to become, gain an audience if I actually just start promoting it properly. I'm really going to try to start doing that. I'm going to start trying to make commercials for it, little advertisements for it on the Duck Brigade, on other channels too. I'm going to ask a few friends of mine if they can talk about it occasionally on their channel. I scratch their back, they scratch mine, that kind of thing. I plan on trying to promote it on different websites like Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr. I need to make these accounts. I need to make a Tumblr, Twitter, Facebook, even a Snapchat for cameraman. I need to like really try to build an audience for it. I need to talk to people who have, I know there's just one website you can go to and talk to people with the same amount of subscribers you have and ask them to watch your videos and that you'll watch theirs too. Not like that sub for sub shit, like someone you actually like talk with people and you watch each other's videos and you critique, say what you like, but also critique each other's video. I know there's like a website for that I heard from a YouTuber I watched today that I want to look into that and really try to build an audience. Cameraman, I'm going to try to make it have an audience, though. I'm going to try to do what I didn't do, and that's another thing with the title, criticizing myself, because I never make thumbnails, I never promote myself, I never, like, try to talk about my project to other people. Sometimes when people ask me about my projects in the past, I would just, like, kind of like, yeah, it's not that interesting, or it's hard to explain, rather than just, like, you know, giving them a simple description and maybe build an audience off of that, because there have been people who showed an interest before. I do everything wrong when it comes to promoting stuff. When the Duck Brigade, a good example of this is the freaking Duck Brigade. Now, to be honest, this is something that all of us messed up on. But me, wanting to actually build an audience, I guess I'm the most guilty of this. Austin made the Namco High series, and that was when the Duck Brigade started getting, like, over 1,000 subscribers, because it was huge. It became Tumblr famous for a little bit, according to Austin. And, you know, Austin, of course, couldn't keep doing Namco High because he was busy, and that makes sense. You know, you can't give the guy a hard time. He's not really looking for YouTube fame either. So I understand why he didn't take advantage of it, but all of us could have. We could have, like, responded to the comments. We could have, like, talked to Austin about doing more stuff like this. We could have, like, tried to discover who this audience we now have, thanks to Austin, was, and all of us could have tried to contribute to this, knowing the audience and, like, starting to, like, make something out of it, but instead, we paid no attention to it, and we got nowhere because of it. And I know I'm doing a bad job explaining, but basically what I'm saying is we had an audience, and we didn't try to find out who this audience was now. And because of that, once Namco High stopped being uploaded, we lost them. We lost all of them. So that was, I guess, our bad, because we could have built an audience off of that. And when you build an audience, you can really start trying out a lot of new crazy things. I often consider doing stuff like really just trying to do a lot of parodies that I would consider to be kind of like not something I really want to do because I've kind of lost interest in parody, but like make a really well-made parody, but keep it short and simple, upload it to my YouTube page, and then make a bunch of them and like build an audience off of that, doing something that I know is just kind of pandering to an audience to get something popular, but then build an audience because of that, and then when I have an audience from doing that, then I can start doing the more original projects too, and since I have an audience now, maybe not all of them, but a lot of them will pay attention to it. I'll have an audience for it that I wouldn't have had before. Like, even if I had, like, 20,000 viewers on, like, these parody videos, but then when the original videos only got, like, 1,000 of that 20,000, that would still be a lot more than what I'm getting right now. So that's the point I'm trying to make with that. So maybe I should do stuff like that. I don't know. It would be selling out for me. It would be like me making something that I'm not really that passionate about to try to build an audience, but I wouldn't keep doing it like that. I would definitely, because I've not been doing YouTube for money. I'm not doing it for attention or fame, because obviously if I was doing that, I would have quit by now. It's been 6.5 years and nothing's changed. In fact, my old channel has more success than my new channel, so I've actually lost a little bit as time went by. But I do want more of an audience because I really want to share what I make with people. That's why I started YouTube. I want to like share it with an audience, and the audience I do have. I love you all. You are incredible. Because if you're still listening to me right now, clearly you watch my content because that's all I've been talking about, and I appreciate the hell out of it, and it means the world to me. And I will try my best to keep in communication with you guys. Again, I know I'm really bad at keeping in contact with people or communicating with an audience, but I'm going to try better, and you guys are, again, awesome people, and I love you, and I'll keep trying to do better. I'll keep trying to give you guys stuff that you want. I know, Ty has left a lot of comments on asking me to talk about certain things, and then I say, like, oh, yeah, maybe I'll do that. No, I tell me types of videos that you would like to see, man, and I will do them. Oh man, this is a pretty bad video. I gotta post this one because because I've been trying to record this for a while, but like I said, I just have a hard time staying focused when I record. I just need to start doing my update videos with other people with me. But ask, like, if anyone's watching this who's watched my stuff in the past and would like to see me do a certain type of video, ask me, and I will, if I can think of a way to do it, I'll do it. I know that there's people who've asked me to do more Rich Alvarez stuff, and I will, because honestly I do have a lot to say about it. I am at least going to do a Stupid Mario World review and a Plumber Night Season 2 review. Might not be Rise of the Critics, we'll see. I might do more Rise of the Critics, though. It'll be different if I bring it back, though. It'll be a different series. What I mean by that is it won't be the same way it was before. I'll be making some changes to it, but we'll see about that. So I guess, just to close this video off, I know I've made a lot of mistakes in the past. I'm going to try to get better from them. I'm going to start trying to do a better job of building an audience with stuff like Cameraman. I think I'm going to try to do more stuff with On the Duck Brigade. Try to really understand who the audience who is listening to me, who they are, so I can try to make content that more people will actually want to watch and enjoy. And I really just want to get some stuff off my chest about how Across the Fourth Wall's been, how Cameraman and Duckcast are important to me, what Be Missing Company will be in the future, and all that good stuff. Sorry for this video where I stuttered and froze a lot and often got off focus. Again, that is just the way it is every single time I try to record something, and I will try to do better. Alright guys, thanks for listening.